Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Spyro the Dragon. We are currently still in the second hub world of this game, place being called Peacekeepers for some reason. Hi Sparks, by the way. However, we've actually finished all of the regular levels here in Peacekeepers, so normally you would say the boss of this world is actually up next. Dr. Shemp, this guy is called. Sounds intimidating. Definitely a lot tougher than the first boss was. However, there's actually also something else we still need to do. Of course there is. There's still Speedway in this world as well. This one being called Night Flight. As per tradition, every single world will actually have one of these Speedway levels. This one too. And this we are going to do first. So let's go in around the back. Oh, why can't I ever do something normal in this game, or any game, to be honest. There's more gems to collect. And looking at my notes, I can actually also see there's an achievement here. This one's a little bit trickier to get to the previous one, so I think I'll actually focus on that first. Let's go point you guys towards it. Flying through rings is actually one of the things we need to do. However, in this stage we can actually also find these guys. And I already missed the first one. Direction fairies. These guys actually are supposed to point you towards which way to go in order to get the most optimal route. There's supposed to be 2 or 3 of them in all of these stages. The second one is actually up here. Yeah, then she appears over here. Make sure you actually flame all of these gals. That's what we need to do. However, I seem to be running out of time, so yeah, this attempt is a failure. Let's go try this again. I'm going to waste my entire 20-minute video just finding these 3 stupid fairies. Or at least not finding them, I know where they are, but actually being able to hit them. That is apparently not working for me. Here's number 2. Yeah, especially since you have limited time here, you actually need to take in account that your time can actually run out. And therefore, finding these 3 fairies is not per se easy. It's definitely easier to try to do it whenever the stage is already complete, because then you won't have limited time. So that's no fun. I'm here to actually prove you can also do it with the timer actually counting down. Somewhere around here. Yeah, here you are. Just in time. Yeah, thank you! Awesome. Flame all the direction fairies in Night Flight. Rare achievement. So, with that taken care of, let's go load in this level one more time. And this time, actually focus on the true things we need to do here. Namely, clearing off the 4 collectibles. We saw most of them already in my attempts to actually get all of these fairies for the achievement. There's the rings, those actually speak for themselves. The chests are also just in one line and also shouldn't be a problem. This is 4, 5, oh, almost hit the water. It's pretty obvious, if you hit the water it's actually a game over, you have to try again. You are allowed to land on land, but you're not allowed to land in water. And that is a fail. Luckily in these Speedway levels it won't cost you any lives. The lives are actually not wasted if you fail this. Either run out of time or just simply crash. As it is officially called. Crashing. But anyway, already busy working on the final one. One talking about different stuff. The gates were the third one. And the final one is actually lighting these lighthouses. 2 more. Thank you, Directional Fairy, for pointing me towards the last one. And there we are. 4 collectibles in the second Speedway level of this game. Grand total of 300 gems. Let's move on. And that's quickly taken care of. At least for you guys it's going to be quick, because of course I'm going to cut out my failed attempts. And therefore this video should be at around 4 minutes, I guess. I'm at 7 minutes already, but I know I'm going to cut, so... But anyway, that quickly taken care of. We have everything in the Peacekeeper's world, with the exception of the boss. And that is indeed up next. So, loading screen over. Oh, thank you for almost putting me in the acid game. Almost. Let's kill you again, because I want some extra lives. Hopefully not going to need them, because Dr. Shemp indeed requires a little bit more work than the first boss, but should still be relatively easy. First time I actually played this game, a couple of weeks ago. I cannot remember this guy actually giving me a lot of trouble, so... Only needed a little bit of time to figure out how his pattern worked, but that was also pretty simple in the end. So hopefully I've got this now. We're going to confront the second boss of this game, the second lackey for Nasty Gnorc, who is still the ultimate boss of this game, of course. Ooh, awesome eclipse. Did not remember that from the first time, but apparently there's an eclipse during this level. Let's go collect the gems, because that is of course also a thing. Okay. I'm pretty sure you missed me, sir. You again. You were a big coward, did you know that? Actually, sending these small little guys after me. Just standing still yourself over there. Just look at these fools. Oh. What is there to think about the enemies of this game? Spyro must be thinking, oh, am I really that bad of a hero that I actually deserve such crazy enemies in my games? Although this guy was able to hit me, so... Perhaps I should actually let myself get hit more. That may be a way to actually make this game a little bit more challenging. Oh, and I'm even stupid enough to do it. But not by you. You're not worth it. Hi there! Oh, the second guy actually didn't hit me. Apparently there's invincibility frames in this game. Good to know. It's your fault, I know it. Okay, there's 3 more of these guys. Let's let them run in a circle. That sounds like fun. Oh. I was hoping for a little bit of a larger circle. But anyway, I'm actually rid of sparks now. That is normally actually not a good thing, so... Let's keep it with this. We've played around with these guys for long enough. Let's go gem collecting. More of them up here. But that's actually not the only reason to go up here. As you can see, there's stuff in the distance. You actually need a keen eye for 3D platformers like this. Here is a magenta gem. 25. And we can actually also glide to a little bit of a lower platform. This one actually containing a key. And this key is not just required in order to get 100%. There's also an achievement attached to it. So even for that reason you're going to want to bring it along. Now let's save the only dragon of this stage, Trondo.
Dr. Shemp thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I tell you one thing, he should watch his back.
Aha, we've got ourselves another hint, I think. Dr. Shemp should watch his back. More on that later, we're going to meet him in a minute. He's also in this room, but we first want some more gems, of course. So we're going to do that first. Here's the side area we've been able to see from the lower pathway. Now we're actually here. So let's go back to the boss arena. Let's go. Now let's go finally meet our second boss. Apparently called Dr. Shemp. And yes, the doctor in this is actually referring to Witch Doctor. If that is not obvious. Let's go see what the deal is with this guy. Well, first of all, he's big, so charging doesn't work on him. And second of all, he also has metal armor, so also the flame won't work. However, if you actually take a good look at him, you will see he's only protecting his front. That is what the dragon meant by he should watch his back. He was stupid enough to actually not protect that. So I am actually pretty sure he's going to be smelling like barbecued pork butt in a moment. There's no gems around his second arena, I think. No. The but you can never be too sure. For the second hit, we need to be careful a little bit more. He won't be running around on his own now, as you can see. Instead, he will actually try to hit us with his stick. But before he does, he first makes a spin. And that is his bad. Because that is our chance to hit him again. Dropping another gem, so it's also good. And then we move in for the final hit. This one being even more tricky. Because he will do the same. However, this time around, as you can see, he will show his back after making the swing. So we first need to make a dodge. And also make sure you're close enough to him. And then use the flame attack. Getting a skill point in the process for doing it with no damage. Oh, and there's also a locked chest in the distance over there, so... We're also going to be taking a look at that. First, let's go grab the chests here. Should be the final ones. Yeah, because this one contains 25. Nice round number. Even though 25 is not really a round number, but... No, come on, grab it, Spyro. And actually finding this chest, like I promised when we actually got the key, is also an achievement. So, we hit 2 birds with 1 stone. All gems collected, and an achievement. With that, the boss is also taken care of, so we can leave. Not just this stage, but also the entire world. This was the final thing for Peacekeepers. 32 dragons, 5 eggs, 35% completion, and also got all of the skill points up to this point. So, let's go leave this eclipsed world. Grand total of 3,000 gems. You're going to bring along the moment you leave Peacekeepers. If you have any less, then apparently you missed a couple here or there. But luckily they are easily found. The game actually gives you statistics for all of the stages individually, so finding which ones you've missed, if any, that should not be a problem. I'm not entirely sure what the required number of gems is, but I am sure you actually need gems in order to progress. Not all of them, obviously. The game is not that mean, but you do need at least a certain number of gems before you're allowed... Oh, I apparently only needed 1. Sparks already returns yellow. But anyway, let's go talk to this guy first.
I can't believe how fast you found so much stolen treasure. Hop aboard for the Magic Crafter's world if you're ready.
Yeah, as you can clearly see here, this guy actually talks about stolen treasure. Once again, because of me being such a 100% guy, even the first time through, I came here with 3,000 gems. And therefore I'm not really sure what the required number is. But you do need gems in order to progress with this guy. So let's go select the second option in order to reach the third world. Which is apparently called Magic Crafter's World. So, that actually gives a hunch. Are we going to deal with magic in the next world? And the stages that actually belong to it? And you don't have to tell me about magic. I've been playing some hardcore Hogwarts Legacy, of course. Everybody does at this point, I think. So I'm dealing with magic quite a lot already. But let's go see what this third world can actually bring us. The name of it already sounds interesting, at least. Okay, loading screen over. And therefore my drink break is also over. Of course I'm using the loading screens in order to drink some soda. Alright, this looks like an icy mountain area. Or at least a mountain area, not really that icy, but still. Let's go see. We have 300 gems here, 3 dragons, and count them, 2 dragon eggs. Interesting. Let's go see where we can actually start. Well, I think we can start with the first dragon egg already. He's already in the first corridor, at least one of them. Let's go see if we can actually chase this guy. And it seems the answer is going to be no to that. This guy actually has a higher ledge to hide on, so we need to be careful whenever chasing him. While we're busy resetting him, let's also take a look at these new enemies over here. And as you can see, they also wear metal armor, so charging is the only option for them. And here we have Cosmos.
Welcome to Magic Crafters. I want you to release the dragons, reclaim our treasure, and recover the eggs from those pesky blue thieves.
Well, that sounds like no problem. We've already done that in 2 worlds, so... Hey, you stop mocking me! Go away! But yeah, it's pretty obvious you actually need to be quick about this guy, because if he's able to reach that ledge, then you need to reset him. One of the first trickier egg thieves. When these guys are actually standing in one giant row. That game is way too tempting. Allow me! And don't worry, the game itself actually also realized this was very tempting, so they made an achievement out of this. Charging through the 4 armored druids in one rush. Oh, speaking of druids, here's actually a different one. And this guy is a little bit more annoying than the previous one, because this guy actually uses magic. In such a way that we can't reach him anymore. So comparable to the egg thief, we also need to be quick with this guy. Make sure he's not able to use his magic, so we can take him out. This guy actually blocks the pathway too. Correction. This guy is actually supposed to actually block this pathway. I'm not sure what actually killed him there, but... Trust me, he's not supposed to die. You're actually supposed to get there from the other side, so... Oh, this game. Apparently it still needs a little bit of patching. Let's go actually do this the normal way. And ignore that pathway that actually unlocked a little bit too early. Let's go this way. Here we can actually find the first level of World 3, Alpine Ridge. And there's nothing behind it, so don't go gem hunting here. More of these druids. No, you don't. Thank you, sir. You go take a swim, and I'll just continue on. Should be... Yeah, there's a cave over there. As you can see, it's trying to hide for us. Currently, there's actually nothing for us to do here. Yeah, we can pick up the extra life, but... there's a locked chest here, so remember that. That's the reason why I'm pointing it out. First, we're going to focus on this second egg thief that's actually running around over here. And this guy is actually on a speed that we cannot match. This guy is way too fast for us. However, this time we actually have a different strategy. We can actually use the inner turn here to still gain up on him. Don't go try chasing him directly, because as you can see, you will not be able to catch up with him. We need to be smart on this one. Cut him off. And that is the trick here. And also make sure not to pass him, because he will start running the other way if you do. And that also won't work. This is the way to actually take care of him. Now let's continue gem hunting, because egg hunting, we are done with that. There were 2 of them here. And here's actually the other side of the druid that killed himself way too early. Because of some mysterious reason. Over here we can actually find a new mechanic in this game. See these arrows on the ground here? And that's indeed needed, because if we try to actually continue on in this world, we will find out, if we don't get hit by stupid metal-wearing druids, but still, even if we didn't get hit, this is a wall that gets pulled up before we can actually run there. So we need to do something different. Time to get introduced to the supercharge. Will you explain that to me, Zantor?
When you see arrows like these, you can charge along with them to begin a supercharge.
Supercharge? Excellent!
Go ahead, try it.
I must admit, one of the best things in the Spyro games is the supercharge. It actually ignites my F-Zero mentality a little bit. With the supercharge we can actually run fast. And also in a strong way. We can plow through everything we meet. Except for solid walls, of course. Remember the supercharge. Here we have Boldar.
This portal leads to a special place where you can learn to fly. I remember when I was a young dragon, earning my wings.
Learn to fly. Got it.
Yeah, that guy earning his wings actually sounds like a long time ago. But it's nothing new. This is just the speedway stage of this world. We've already done 2 of them, so we already know how to fly. Aha, here we have the first actual requirement of the supercharge. There's a fortified chest here, and the only way to open it up is with the supercharge, because in this case there's actually no fireworks present. However, the supercharge also works. And that's also powerful enough to plow your way through a chest like this. I think you can already see why the supercharge is so awesome. Oh, it's going to get so much better later on in this game. Here we find the next stage. And this one is called Wizard Peak. Also sounds pretty fun. Once again, Hogwarts Legacy is a thing right now, so... Don't you go start talking to me about wizards. Behind here we actually find the key for the chest that we found earlier. All the way at the end of the hub world, because if we continue even further on, we will find out we meet, well, first of all, another druid, so also need to take you out. But we also meet the portal to Blowhard, which is actually the final boss for this hub world. And after him, of course, progression, our way to actually move on to hub world 4. However, we're first going to do the boss, of course. And before we're going to do the boss, we're also going to do the other stages. There's still plenty of work for us to do here. We've barely even started. So far, we have only completed the hub world, because with the key in hand and the final chest to open up, we're going to be done collecting gems here. Completing the hub world at least. There we go. We finished off Peacekeepers and made a little bit of a start. When it comes to Magic Crafters, Spyro the Dragon is going to continue next time with Alpine Ridge. The first normal stage here in the Magic Crafters world. Thank you all for watching. Spyro is going to say nighty night to you people. And next time we will continue with this game. Thank you all for watching. Treecks out. Later, folks.